Hey everyone! Before we start this beautiful story, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Alex was a man everyone knew, a billionaire, powerful and untouchable. His name echoed across the city, printed on skyscrapers, whispered in meetings, and admired by millions. But behind those sharp suits and confident smiles, he was just a lonely soul. His mansion was filled with silence. His dinners were served for one, and his laughter had long disappeared with the people who left him for money. He had everything the world could offer except someone who truly saw him. He often stood by the glass window of his penthouse, watching the city lights shimmer below, wondering if anyone in that endless crowd ever looked up and thought of him. Then, one morning, his world shifted quietly, unexpectedly. A new maid had arrived at the mansion. Her name was Elena Grace. She was young, simple, and spoke softly like she was afraid the walls would judge her. Her eyes carried stories of struggle, but her smile, it was gentle, unshaken, and real. Alex noticed her the moment she walked in, not because of her beauty, but because of something he couldn't name. Maybe it was the peace she carried. A peace money could never buy. He didn't talk to her much at first. He just watched from a distance. The way she arranged the flowers in the vase, the way she hummed quietly while dusting the piano, the way she paused sometimes to look out the window as if dreaming of another world. One afternoon, Alex was walking through the garden when he saw her sitting under the big oak tree, her hands covering her face. She was crying quietly like someone used to hiding her pain. He stopped. He'd seen people fake tears for sympathy before, but hers, they were different. They felt pure. He walked closer. "Is everything all right?" he asked gently. She jumped, startled, and quickly wiped her eyes. "I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to cry here." Alex shook his head. "You don't have to apologize for being human." That night, something inside him changed. He couldn't stop thinking about her, about how fragile yet strong she seemed. For the first time in years, he felt something other than emptiness. Days passed. They started to talk, small conversations at first, about the garden, about books, about life. Alex found himself smiling again. And Elena, though shy, began to see the man behind the billionaire. Then came the night of his company's grand party. The mansion was full of people dressed in diamonds and pride. Elena moved quietly, serving drinks with her usual grace. But one of Alex's business partners noticed her and made a disrespectful comment loud enough for everyone to hear. Before she could even react, Alex stood up, furious. "Watch your words," he said sharply. "She's not just a maid. She's part of this house." The room fell silent. No one had ever seen him like that. The billionaire who never cared about anyone suddenly defending a maid in front of the world. Elena's eyes widened, her hands trembling, unsure how to react. When the night ended, she went to her small room and began packing her things. Alex found her there. "Where are you going?" he asked quietly. She looked down. "I don't want to cause trouble for you, sir." "People will talk." He stepped closer. "Let them talk. You did nothing wrong?" Her voice broke. "But I don't belong in your world." He paused, staring into her eyes. "Then maybe my world needs to change." They stood there in silence, the air heavy with emotions they both tried to deny. Alex could buy everything in the world, except this feeling that scared him more than anything else. The next morning, he called her to the garden, the same place where he had once found her crying. The cherry blossoms were falling softly in the breeze. Elena stood there, nervous, unsure why he'd called her. Alex took a deep breath. "When I first saw you," he said, "my heart stopped. I didn't know why. Maybe because for the first time I saw someone who wasn't pretending. Someone real." She tried to speak, but he continued, his voice trembling. "I don't care about what people will say. You made me feel alive again, Elena, and I don't ever want to lose that." Her eyes filled with tears, not of sadness, but of something deeper. She whispered, "You deserve someone better than me." He smiled faintly. "There's no one better than the person who taught me what love means." He reached out his hand slowly, uncertain but sincere. For a long moment she stared at it, then placed her hand in his. The world around them seemed to disappear. No mansion, no money, no titles. Just two souls who had finally found each other in a world that had forgotten what love truly is. From that day, the man who once lived, surrounded by gold and silence, began to live with laughter and warmth. And every time he looked at her, he remembered that love doesn't come wrapped in luxury. It walks in quietly, sometimes dressed as a maid, and changes everything forever.